What's up, guys? We are back with another unboxing. I'm hesitant to call it a haul because I didn't bring it home. It was sent to me by the folks over at Hasbro, and it's a big old box. So they sent this. Oh, it's a monster. They sent this big Bring Home the Bounty box over for me to check out, and we're going to go through it and see what's in here. See if there's anything in here that we might do a review on or anything like that. So of course, this is a kind of like themed box that goes along with the promotions, reveals that they've been doing for, what, a couple of months now? Where we get various, Mando, Boba, Bounty Hunter themed releases in many respects, not everything, but a lot of it, for Black Series, Vintage Collection, then a whole bunch of everything else, like pretty much anything Hasbro Star Wars has been in this. So let's crack this open. It is a monster of a box, so let's, oh my god, okay, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. Without making too much of a mess, there is a lot of stuff in this box. So I'm just gonna rummage through it and we'll see what's in this thing, because I really haven't paid too much attention to what comes in this. I know other folks have already gotten it, but I've not really paid too much attention. So like I said, this is all Bring Home the Bounty theme. So it's not just collector based stuff. So it's not just Vintage Collection. It's not going to be just Black Series stuff. There's a whole mess of different things in here. Starting with this very cute and adorable little baby Yoda. Grogu, obviously. There looks like there's a decent amount of stuff in here that a certain 5-year-old in this house is going to lose her mind over. So, suppose I have to be ready for that. We've got some of the Bounty Collection. So this is the little like cutesy themed Grogu toys. This is him playing with like the data pad. And then we've got, this one's kind of like a deluxe set with him in the pram with like the little, octopus monster thing and the frog and the cookie that he has. So that'll be kind of cool. I have been very curious to see what these are like. And then here's another one with him and the aforementioned little octopus, space octopus thing. We've got a lightsaber in here. So a Vader Saber. And this is one of the lightsaber forge kits. I have not had a new lightsaber in a very long time. And I believe that you can take these apart and like combine them with other things. Yeah, if I read the package, yeah, you can take them apart and combine them with other stuff. So that's kind of cool. We've got a Power of the Force carded Black Series, and this one is, honestly, this one's pretty nice because the previously mentioned 5-year-old decided to one day draw all over the one that I ordered from Pulse. So she decided to just draw all over Mark Hamill, and I'm really not sure what got into her in that specific moment in time because she'd never done it before. She just really didn't like this card back. So I guess I'll open that one and maybe keep this one on card. So that'll be kind of cool. I am a sucker for anything Power of the Force 2. We've got some legal documentation. We got a Credit Collection figure here. So this is the Credit Collection Mando. And I actually really do like this one. This might be one of my favorite Credit Collection figures because it just looks like a different Mandalorian. The blue and like the purple colors on this absolutely do it for me. So that's kind of cool. I have never opened a single Credit Collection figure. I don't know, that might surprise you. I've never opened them. I have all of the first wave, and I never opened a single one. We've got a Black Series figure proper. We've got Casca Reeves here. Haven't really done much with this figure yet either, so this one's kind of cool. She, of course, has a lot of Bo-Katan, but I'm excited for this one just because, more Mandos all the time, basically, in any shape and form. This one's definitely a big one because he still hasn't even gone up for pre-order, right? This is the Mando and Grogu Deluxe 2-pack, the Arvala 7. So this is the Mudhorn encounter. So he's got the egg, he's got the pram, he's got Grogu with the arm outstretched, and of course he's covered in all sorts of muck and grime and mud. So this has got to be review fodder, right? Like this has to be, because that's a cool one. I'm excited for this. There's some new stuff on this. He's got a busted up armor piece, but for the most part, I think it is still the same Mando figure, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, it's a cool figure. Another Credit Collection, we've got Grief Karga, and I don't know if he's out yet either. Is he? I don't have him, so I guess not. This one looks okay. He's the same figure. He just looks a little different, but I do like the colors. He's a little bit more lively, so that's kind of cool. We've got, another lightsaber forge. This is Ahsoka, that's pretty neat. I don't know who's going to take this first, my wife or the child. There's actually a lot of lightsaber stuff in here. We got that. We've got some vintage collection. So two carbonized vintage. We've got a Moff Gideon and a Shore Trooper. I don't think I've ever even seen these in person before. So this is kind of cool. I'm a sucker for foil cards. I haven't gone full on in the carbonized vintage collection stuff myself. I have a few like Death Troopers, I think, but I didn't go crazy on these. But these do look kind of cool. Foil card backs are always a quick and terrible way into my heart. We got another credit collection in this one. Oh boy, this one has seen better days. The Armorer. Things obviously jostled around in the box here. So, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it in the worst way possible. So here's a little credit chip. Never even opened one of these. So this is the first for me. And let's release her. Nor do I have the regular version of the Armor. I have the, what was it, a PulseCon exclusive? The one with the soft goods. This is the one with the plastic fur, but man, this is a cool looking Armorer. Like this looks really good. This is another instance where the same figure with just like a wacky color scheme can work. She's got like the sort of flare on the side of her head almost in terms of color scheme, but this deep red is really cool. Like I really like this one. It was a good figure to begin with though. So change up the color scheme to something wacky and it's bound to work at least for someone, you know, like myself, right? So that's kind of cool. And she comes with, she comes with the jetpack too. Let's see, what else? We've got more vintage collection. So we've got IG-11 and Palpatine. So that's kind of cool. These look great. I've got a Palpatine and I've already opened him. So maybe we'll do a giveaway on this guy or something. But this is a great vintage collection figure. He's kind of limited in terms of some articulation, but he looks amazing. Soft goods are really good too, and those Force Lightning hands are great. I'm pretty excited to open this IG-11 though, because most of the Mando related vintage collection stuff has been pretty spot on, for the most part. I'm slowly getting back into opening vintage collection figures with some regularity. Here's a non-figure thing, the Mandalorian Monopoly set. I don't know if I really want to start arguing with my wife yet, and I certainly can't play it with the kid. I can't imagine that she's going to take to this very well. She won't like losing. But I'm actually pretty excited about this. I love Monopoly anyway, so to have a Mando themed one with a bunch of cool pieces down here. So there's, we've got Mando, is that Boba? Got Bo-Katan, Ahsoka, Grogu, a Dark Trooper, Gideon, and a Stormtrooper. That's pretty cool. We've got this big boy here. This is the Galactic Snacking Grogu. So this is that, it took a little tumble too. I guess this guy won't be mint either. So we've got the, this is like the animatronic kind of thing that eats. I guess he makes sounds and stuff too, right? This is one that I am quite certain with 100% certainty that the kiddo is going to absolutely go nuts over. So thank you Hasbro for at least taking some of her attention for a little while. And then we've got another, this one's going to be mine. This one will be mine. If we have any kind of battle with lightsabers in this house, this will be mine. The Lightsaber Forge Darth Maul Set, which has a whole bunch of stuff. Like all this like crazy, all these crazy pieces. Like this is obviously themed to him with all of the tattoo and the horns and everything. So I'm curious to see how this all packs out and how it lines up. Because it's obviously not screen accurate, but that's pretty cool. So I'm excited for this. I'm excited to get smacked in the head with a lightsaber. And then the last thing in here is something that I've actually really been curious about, but, you know, there's a certain point where there's just too many things and you can't collect it all, but Hasbro sent it anyway. So we've got the Mission Fleet Razor Crest, and I guess this comes with Mando and Grogu, right? So this is pretty cool. So as I wait for my vintage collection HasLab Razor Crest, I can play around with this thing, and it does look really cool. Like I've heard a lot of good things about this. Like I've seen folks buy it and repaint it to make it, you know, a little bit more screen accurate. Because obviously this is for kids. It's not really for a collector. But I'm pretty excited to take a look at this and see exactly how it works, and just like so much of this other stuff, to see how long it takes for the kiddo to try to try and take it for herself. So yeah, this is, I mean, this honestly, this is a ton of stuff. I knew this was coming. I knew that they were sending a box, but I never at all thought it was all this stuff. Like, this is a ton of stuff. I really get kind of taken aback when they send anything of this magnitude. It doesn't feel like it's warranted in any cases, but I am no less grateful. I will probably do some kind of giveaway for some of these. Like, I have some of the stuff that I showed. Maybe do a giveaway for the Casca and that Palpatine vintage collection, because I've already got those. There's no reason to. I don't really need to hang on to them. So maybe give them to someone else who doesn't have them. And then we'll probably end up doing a review on that deluxe Mando for sure. Maybe not anything else in here. I'm certainly going to show off this guy once we get him out and powered up and see all what he does. So, you know, check out my socials for that. It's not going to be on the channel, but it'll be somewhere. And yeah, again, thanks to Hasbro for sending all this stuff over. I was really excited to take a look at all this, to just see what's in the box, because when I saw this thing leaning up against the front door, I was incredibly confused as to what was going to be in it. And then, of course, there's just a lot of stuff to unpack here, literally. And now I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this box and where I'm going to put it, or if I even need it. I feel bad getting rid of this box because it's pretty fancy. It's a snazzy box. That sounds stupid, but it's a cool looking box. And you know what? Maybe it'll be a collector's item one day and I can retire from this very rare promo box. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this stuff, if you have any of it, or if you've got some of the stuff that I normally don't talk about here, if you've ever messed around, you know, with this guy or any of that Mission Fleet stuff. I'd love to know some thoughts before I start tearing into this. So yeah, thanks again to Hasbro, and I will catch you guys next time.